Just asking Mr. Burke for an update because we've all received emails also about schools that don't have their teachers cleared. So if you could just give us an update on where we're at.
Yes, I'm happy to. So we've actually hired 3,938 new employees for this school year, for FY23. So there is a tremendous amount of work going on within HR. You know, I mentioned the job fairs earlier, the recruitment. We've actually brought in teachers from overseas this year. The board helped with that with our contract with EPI, and that's been successful. So it's not for a lack of effort or trying. We are, you know, what we see with hiring is we've got to get more people hired earlier in the year. When we look at the numbers, in June, we hired like 441 people. July, 836. August, 1,644. That's too many in August. You know, we put the budgets out. We pushed the budget process back years ago, so our schools are getting their budget by the end of February. So that we really got to start hitting the recruitment. Ms. Andrews has always reminded me that sometimes the best candidates are out there early, and you want to snap them up before they're gone. So we'll keep working on that. We do have the benefit of a new chief of HR, Ms. Erica Rieger, and she's a true HR professional. She's kind of diagnosing our process and making improvements as we go, but our goal is to make serious process changes for next year to see if we can really tighten up the time. When we hire somebody, you know, we're not going to be able to compete with Dunkin' Donuts that can hire you today and you're working tomorrow. We have to do a background check, criminal background check. We have to do a drug test. We have to, if it's a teacher, we're wading through state certification requirements. So in the ideal circumstance, it would take us about 15 days. If we could get to 15 days, we could say we have a really strong onboarding recruitment process, and that's our goal. We're not there yet. We're averaging about 26 days right now, and that's a little too long. So it's got our full attention. I'll meet with all the principals tomorrow. You know, we do hear that I've fielded some of those emails where people come in or we hear a complaint like, hey, I'm waiting for my teacher to get cleared. You know, sometimes I look at them, and if the job offer was made, you know, over a month ago, then I feel like, you know, we've got to do better. Sometimes I get those, and the job offer was extended 2 days ago, and I have to say, let's be realistic. It's going to take a couple of weeks. So we are responsive. We may have to put some more resources behind this area. You know, we've had years and years of, and I was part of this with budget cuts where we said, let's not cut the schools, let's take it out on the central office as much as possible. So we got pretty lean in some areas, and part of that might be part of the problem. And what I appreciate about what Ms. Rieger has done is that she is cross-training and shifting people within her division to run to where the area is in greatest need. And when we talk about Team Palm Beach, that means teamwork, and teamwork means you do help lift up your teammate when they're struggling or they've got a heavier load. So I'd be happy to continue to. I think we have seen improvement this year, though. When we look at our numbers, we are getting people cleared faster than we did last year. But we hope to do better.
Ms. Ayala, then Mrs. Andrews.
Yeah, I appreciate everything you said, Mr. Burke, and Ms. Rieger. You have really come in and have your hands full, and I appreciate everything your team has been doing to get us where we need to be. The biggest thing for me on this one was we have been receiving emails and concerns around the communication. And there's one thing about going through the process and getting us to that 2-week window, which I think we definitely need to be at. Right now, it's too long, and people are getting frustrated, right? And we want them to be happy and be excited to come work for us, but they're not sure when they're receiving what they need. They're not sure sometimes which school they're going to be at, or they get moved. And so things like that, where we're making the experience of joining and onboarding, right? The offer has been extended, the onboarding process, and making it something that is clear and they understand what they need to be doing, to me, is also just as important, because I don't want anybody to be put off by, you know, immediately being lost or being dumped into a position where they don't know where to turn to for answers. And your team has done such a good job of being that resource and that hub and responding immediately when you get the information. I just want us to get to a point where it's just a natural process and we're recreating what it is like to start working for the District of Palm Beach County, because right now there's just been a lot of distaste, and we are in the place of needing everybody that wants to come work for us to be able to work for us. So I appreciate you bringing this up. And for me, on top of all the things that we're talking about on the tangible stuff with paperwork and the necessary checks we have to do, it's really about the treatment and the communication of the individual that wants to come work for us.
Thank you, Ms. Ayala. Mrs. Andrews.
And just on another note, I'd like to thank the teachers and the substitutes that hold it together each and every day. Ms. Rieger, I love what you're doing over there, having done that work for so many years, and just trying to recruit these days. It's a critical shortage everywhere, from Palm Beach County all the way across the state and nation. But I have to thank the substitutes, the paraprofessionals, all the people that are in the school center. They know how to band together and help each other while we go through this crisis. It's a crisis nationally. So I just want to take a moment to thank all of them at the school center. When the doors open each day, they all pull together, covering classes, doing whatever it takes until we can get it done. Certainly the process needs to be faster, but I just know we don't want to put the wrong person in a classroom until we have everything in place that we need to. So I know sometimes we'd like it to be fast, but I'm sure you all are working at your best efforts. But thank all of the people within the school center, starting with the principal on down to everybody there, working together, picking up the load after this pandemic. It's just a new day now, and hiring is totally at another place. We continue to do our best.
Ms. Brill?
Thank you. And so I think that the pressure from all of this is really falling on the principals. I know that we've got some principals that are really frustrated as they're waiting for people to come in. And so I would ask Mr. Burke that when you meet with the principals also, if some of those students that don't have teachers, for example, in algebra classes, if they're going to need some tutoring or some assistance, that we work with the principals to make sure that those students, so they don't fall behind in some of these, major subjects where we're waiting for clearance, that we provide the support so that the families know that we're doing that. And again, as Ms. Ayala said, it all falls down to communication, but we appreciate everything that you're doing. We know we're trying to get the process to move faster, but it's, you can imagine how families feel if their student still hasn't had their teacher and they're a month into school. So it's difficult for everyone, and I do appreciate the update and hope we'll continue to have those updates.
Yeah, can I just, one more thing about teachers, because this teacher shortage is a real problem nationally. Florida, we've had a critical teacher shortage in Florida for many years, and the number of now certifications just grows and grows. I think, we do, in Palm Beach, we enjoy the benefit of our referendum, and that has helped us retain teachers, but I'm jumping ahead, I think, to your next discussion item, so I'll stop myself there.
Okay. Ms. Brill, B4?
Well, 3 was actually the paraprofessionals. I know
Okay,
that
3.
we're at a situation with paraprofessionals right now, too, where we don't have enough. I think part of the problem, again, communication and advertising next year better for them so that we don't wind up in this position, but just asking Mr. Burke for an update on that.
This one, again, I want to recognize the legislature. The budget this year provided for us to get to a $15 minimum wage. So we put that in place July 1st. That was a big increase for paraprofessionals. They were some of our lower paid employees, roughly $12 an hour. So, but what we're finding is we still may not be competitive. I mean, there's trouble filling home health aides, CNAs, you name it. Those jobs are now commanding greater salaries. So we are working. We had the job fairs. We're trying now. We're also working. We have a sub pool of over 3,000 employees, or at least eligible subs that could work if they're willing to come in. We're advertising to that pool of employees to see, hey, would you like a full-time job? Maybe it's a para. We've also increased our sub rate. So it's a kind of a constant struggle. But I agree. We need the workforce. We need the labor. And we'll just have to see what we can keep doing to recruit and get these people on board.
Well, just as a follow-up, when you give us the updates, can you give us an idea of the numbers, at each meeting, too, of how many we're short in which schools? Because for the paras, that's also, becomes a federal law piece also. So we really need to know where we're at, and maybe we can all think constructively on other places to advertise to try and get these people in.
Mrs. Andrews?
When I was visiting some of the Glade schools, I saw a lot of academic tutors. And so I would hope that we could maybe get more academic tutors when we're talking about growing our own for teaching for the next level. if we can use some of those ESSER dollars to get more academic tutors. When I saw them in those schools, working with those teachers, it was fabulous. And when a sub came in on a particular day, that academic tutor really took charge and helped the sub make the day. So if we could do better in that area, I think that could be helpful.
I agree. That has been part of our SASB plan funded by ESSER. The academic tutors, it seems to be, that's a good job for anybody that's interested in becoming a teacher, from a college student to one of our employees. When we talk about the teacher shortage, that is one of our strategies. Paraprofessionals, some of those paraprofessional jobs are just proving more difficult to fill. Maybe it's the nature of the work. I don't know.
Ms. Brill. Dr. Robinson.
So Mr. Burke knows I love the academic tutors. I would hope that we would sweeten the pot if we can by making some kind of arrangements similar to the Call Me Mr. program, but some arrangements where if the academic tutors is in our schools and they want to, and the principal says that they're good, that we help with tuition or we find some pathway to help them get their bachelor's in exchange for them committing to work for us. I mean, this is how I went to medical school, right? And full ride for agreeing to work in an underserved area. And so, but the advantage for the academic tutor, for us for the academic tutor, is they've been tested. They've been in the classroom. The teacher and the principal has seen them in action, knows their skill set, knows who they want to develop. And the other thing is, it's not, the academic tutor knows what teaching is about. They're not the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed people coming in with their, pink glasses on into the classroom, right? So that's really an area to be developed, I think. Thank you.
Ms. Brill. Is that it? Yep.
So I'll turn this over again to Mr. Burke to talk about the teacher shortage. And I don't know, does the board want to, when we get updates, get an idea of where in the schools or in the districts, or are we fine with an overview for what the shortage is?
Ms. McQuinn.
So Tiffany Ritzel, that I referenced earlier, who abandoned the board office. Anyway, I was specifically looking with some vacancies in District 1 for our ITSs, and then I can never remember what you called them at the secondary level, because I'll tell you what, it's hard to do a school anymore if you don't have that technical support. So I asked about that, and Tiffany shared with me that I can go right to a dashboard and I can see by schools the vacancies. Now, of course, I let her know that it's a lot easier for me just to ask what they are. But it is readily available by school. It's broken down beautifully.
Yeah, I mean, if a report would suffice that I could distribute to the board periodically, I think you could get more data than I'm able to spout off, probably. To the teacher one, we touched on this a little bit. The biggest thing we can do to avoid the teacher shortage is to get our referendum continued. That's raising our average teacher salary $8,000 a year. And we hear again and again how expensive it is to live in Palm Beach County, and I just can't imagine us operating without that. Grow our own programs. That's the ongoing conversation with Rieger and I. That's where the teachers lie, I think. They're not coming out of colleges of education any longer. And we're going to do that. What I would like to see, we've got 2 years left with the ESSER, ways to remove obstacles for academic tutors, paraprofessionals, whoever. It could be the data processor, somebody that wants to become a teacher. A lot of times they're challenged because they can't give up their day job to go to school, and then there's fees and associations and tuition and all that. So if we could use some of those funds to help remove those barriers. And often, I've been kind of saving my big ask, but what I want to try to create with that is some type of proof of concept for a period of time. And then when I go to the wealthy community in Palm Beach, and for my big ask, I would like to see some type of endowment that would allow for future teachers in Palm Beach County. Because that's something, I think you see higher education's able to attract those big endowments. And I think if we could do one for Palm Beach County teachers here for folks that are looking for that new profession, that would go a long way. We've seen, we're getting more information about the military veterans that may be able to enter the teacher ranks, so we're preparing for that. I know the governor's got first responders on the list. As a nation, though, we're all trying to figure out workarounds, right, how to survive. And we're not really talking about the root cause. I mean, we are in Palm Beach County with that referendum, But the problem is profession is not attractive to young people anymore. Teachers who are parents are saying, kids, don't go into this line of work. And until we do something to elevate that profession so that it's back on par with a nurse or a fireman or a police officer, I think we're going to have a really hard time. And this is only going to get worse as the baby boomers start retiring over the next 5 years. So this will be, I think, something that we'll get to talk about all the time, because right now we're getting by. Our vacancy rate's not too bad. We're at about 2%, which is on par for where we normally run on any given year. And we have, constant mobility in our teacher workforce. But I'm fine making this ongoing conversation. This, I think, is going to be something that just gets harder each year.
Ms. Sanders?
And I haven't had a chance to talk to Ms. Riga about this, but back in the day when I was in human resources and recruitment, we started with FAU with the FIAT program, the AIT programs. I think they're still going on, where the students can actually start working while they're doing their internships. And so I think we need to kind of get over to Palm Beach Atlantic College if we haven't, or begin to do some partnerships with some of our local universities like Nova and see how we can get some of these students early, because, I mean, they've done the practicum experiences and the academic pieces have already been done by the time they get to their internships. And so we might be able to get them. I know FAU has been full-fledged in alternative recruiting methods for their people who have certifications in those other non-education areas. They've worked with us for years. But if we can get the other colleges to come with us on those students who are almost out the door, and we provide support for them and also give them some funding to go with that, and they already live here, what a perfect solution. And we may already be doing that. I'm not quite sure.
Ms. Ayala?
Thank you. And a lot of the things that have been said are the solutions. I think sometimes when we think about this, it is less of a retention issue and just more of a respect issue. When you think about wanting to go into this profession, and my mother has been a teacher for 15 years and has never made over $50,000 a year. So it's insane. And it's not something that we're seeing colleges of education close around the country. We're seeing a disrespect and a complete, you're literally under a microscope for every single thing that you do. Nobody wants to feel like that all the time. So I want to share this with the board through board office later, but the Secretary of Labor and Secretary of Education released a joint letter that discusses this issue, and I found it really insightful. And it talked about things like models that other states have done where state governors have created apprenticeship programs where high school students can go into earning paraprofessional certificates and then go on to receive their associate's degrees and so on and so forth in education. It also talks about strengthening our relationship with our workforce, organizations like CareerSource and others that work with how do we find those individuals to help them through that transition. And I know that the Grow Your Own is a big thing for Mr. Burke. We've talked about that individually many times, and I really support that, because you cannot, the cost of getting your certification alone can put a lot of people off. It's hundreds of dollars in time that people don't have to take off from their own job and cut their salary in half that week. So I think there's a lot of really innovative things we could be doing, and we're on the right path. But it is going to be something that we have to do here and then take to Tallahassee when we do our lobbying and talk to our legislators about the importance of their base support as a state about these things, because we can't fund this on our own, right? This was done, I think it was in Iowa, where they did this apprenticeship program, and the governor is who spearheaded it, which I think is fantastic for students. We have a ton of academies here, right? It could easily fit into something that we do with PBSC or one of our partners. So I'll share that document and information through the board office so that you all can look at it. But again, thank you for bringing this topic up.
Ms. Brew?
So I'm just actually going to backtrack to, because Ms. Ayala made me think of something. When we do talk about the aftercare and homework help and making it academic, what a great opportunity for our high schoolers and maybe some of even the middle schools, but high school students to get their community service credit by going into the aftercare and working with some of the children on their homework. So, and helping with tutoring. So that might be something that we can look at. I know that's something that we did when my children were young, but I think there's some creative ways that we can address student growth and making the time more valuable there. So thank you.
Dr. Robinson?
I read an opinion paper somewhere, and it seems that I emailed it to the board office, but the title was something like, "There's not a teacher shortage." they're just not teaching. Right? These people still exist. Experienced teachers have chosen to do something else, right? And we need to ask why. And it's money and respect, but it's how does that manifest? And I always think of it in terms of the school culture and climate. That's what I hear from teachers. And so I would hope that we could do some brainstorming on what we can do as a system to universally show actually all of our employees, but now we're talking about teachers in particular, the respect that they deserve and buffer them from some of the requirements that are coming down from above that require them to spend more time on paperwork. And then the schools of concentrated poverty have even more paperwork and more stuff that they have to do that is not teaching. And so we have to find the way to buffer them from that, to say, we do respect you and we want you to, actually experience joy as part of your job, right? I haven't walked in those shoes so I cannot answer the questions. I just can repeat what I've been told, but I think that we should spend some time listening, and especially to those who have left us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Last one, Mrs. Andrews.
We have Representative Roth in here, so I wanted to bring this one up. Many of our teachers that retire have to stay out for a year.
Yeah.
I would love for them to be able to come right back. Representative Roth, you can help us with that. That's called retaining them. We're growing them and we want to retain them a little longer.
That's a perfect segue into this. I was going to ask Representative Roth, who's sat here through this entire meeting, if he'd like to say anything to the board. You're welcome to come up. If you want to come past I'm sure we can trust you to come past the barriers. And no, you can come up here if you'd like to sit down at the table.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Barbera, Chair. You know you should not ask a representative if he wants to talk. You know that, right? It really has been, this has been my first experience being to a school board meeting, and that there is some similarities to a state committee process. You have a chair and you have staff and you have protocols. I do notice that the chair does allow the members to talk a little longer than we do in Tallahassee. So, but I understand that some of us are running for office, right, for reelection. Seriously, I'm encouraged by a lot of the things I've heard today. I'm encouraged that that there is a sense that that we have gone off the rails a little bit. I think the thought that comes to mind as you're talking about school teachers and retaining them and trying to make the system work better and pay more money and all that, unfortunately, I think it really does say to me as someone who graduated from Belgrade High School in 1970, graduated from Emory University in 1976, that wasn't the four-year program, but anyway, that you guys have the most important job in the world. And I would appreciate it if every school board does like you do and really is serious about educating our kids, retaining teachers, treating everyone with respect, doing those right kind of things. But I still think the most important thing is, and I'm a mathematician by vocation, so we use the word widgets all the time. We're kind of nerdy. Think of the students as being widgets. And if they go out into the world and are not able to acclimate themselves and get a reasonably good job and get married and have kids and move forward, then that means the school system is failing. And that's what I'm hearing. I'm not hearing it so much in Palm Beach County, but I hear it in other counties and other states where 17% of high school graduates are not reading at 5th grade level. How can that be okay? So I just want you to understand that it's frustrating for me as a business owner in Palm Beach County. I thank you that what Marcia Andrew just said about how cool would it be that people that go to school in Palm Beach County, graduate from college, and then stay in Palm Beach County. Thank you very much. That is something every businessman wants, is for people to be local, if possible, so that they're gonna stay here in Palm Beach County, and they're gonna continue to work for you over the many, many years. You realize everybody is saying exactly the same thing you are, that we can't get good workers. We can't get good workers. And so I'm just thanking you for focusing on the right things. I am going to tease you, Superintendent, to say one thing. I do like the idea of an endowment program better than a referendum, because one of the things I have focused on, and I'll finish at this point, one of the things I have focused on for several years is affordable housing. I have played a role in getting more money for affordable housing to Palm Beach County. It was zero a couple of years ago, and it's been like $12 to $14 million to Palm Beach County. But guess what? We can't talk about affordable housing over here and then say we're going to raise your taxes over there. Because for people to live in Palm Beach County, you can't keep asking them to raise how much money they're going to pay in taxes. But if you want to go to Palm Beach and ask them for an endowment, amen.
Can I just clarify real quick? What we're asking voters is to continue an existing levy. It's not a tax increase. It's just continuing what's already in place. But it was,
Please explain that, I'm sorry.
so the voters, by overwhelming margin, 72% approved a referendum in 2018 for this 1 mil property tax levy. So it's in place. We're not asking to raise.
You're
but
asking to extend it for more years?
Extend it, yeah. Statute only allows us to go 4 years. We'd like to continue it for another 4 years. It's had independent oversight. There's been no issues. The money goes exactly as it was promised to the voters, and it's putting over $100 million into our teachers' pockets every year. And I think it goes a long way to helping retain them and give them a chance of earning a living wage in Palm Beach County.
Thank you.
Thank you.